Word, son. What do you do, YouTube? It's your boy Jay Divine. All right, man. Before we get to this video, make sure to like button, comment, subscribe, share the word, spread the links, man. You know how to do. Now, as y'all can see in the title, this is not clickbait. I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to even say that word on YouTube, but y'all know how I do. I'm real about mine. So, without further ado, let's get up into it. You are seeing correctly, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, this ain't clickbait. Your boy had COVID-19. Now, first things first, that was one of the things. Second news is, of course, you see in the title too. I did also get a PS5, so there'll be content coming for that coming soon. But yeah, man. So let's get into this whole COVID-19 thing. What was this? Last week on Wednesday, I went to go get tested, and then Friday got my test results back, and it said I had COVID-19. And tell you the truth, the first 2 or 3 days when I started coming down with it, it felt like a cold. It felt like just a real like nasal congestion or a nasal infection. Everything was so congested within my nasal area. So that's what it felt like, you know what I mean? Until everything started to drain or whatnot. So first couple of days I felt okay, but it was starting to come around because it felt like, it was starting to finally like set in or whatever. So everything was just everything was nasally. Everything was all in my nasal cavity. So it felt congested there. And I felt like I had a burning in my nose every single time that I would I would sniff in and stuff like that, that's just, what was going on. So then, so that was like maybe the first 4 days. And then the 5th day where it finally like officially set in, like I felt so I felt so beside myself. Like I felt like I felt like I didn't have any control over what I was doing. You know what I mean? Not trying to say this is like, oh, mind control. Oh, this is, Raccoon City, blah, blah, blah. Nah, it's nothing like that. It's just, like every time when I would go to sleep, I would go to sleep, and then sometimes when I wake up, I couldn't do anything. I would sit up in the bed and literally just not have any energy to do anything. I would just sit there. You know what I mean? Sometimes I felt dizzy. I didn't feel nauseated, but sometimes I felt dizzy. I felt like I couldn't move. Sometimes I'll turn the TV on and I'm not even paying attention to what's going on TV. I'm just trying to I'm trying to assess myself and see what's going on within myself. So dealing with that, and then, I lost my smell. I lost my taste. Thank God all that stuff is coming back. I lost my sense of taste and smell. And then, which I'm pissed because, my pops had made some nice ass barbecue. And if you know anything about your boy, you know what I'm saying, I love me some barbecue, you know what I mean? But I couldn't eat none of it. And then at the same exact time, I'm trying to, fight through this. And then, I'm still going to work like normal. And the crazy thing about it was all this stuff that had happened, this happened when I took my days off of work. You know what I mean? So I had almost like a whole week to do whatever I wanted to do. And that, mind you, this was all last week. So I went to work like normal. I still went to work, still was a little like, I still was disoriented a bit, but I still, kept on going. So, mind you, this is all last week I'm talking about. So, all last week, my days off, I didn't do anything but just rest. And yes, you were fatigued when you have this. So all I did was rest. I had shortness of breath, which I couldn't take a deep breath without getting the urge to cough. Now at this point, if I cough, it's just like a slight nagging, light cough. Nothing to be like alarmed about, but I'm at the very, very tail end of this COVID-19 thing now. So, I'm quarantining, isolating and all that good stuff, make sure I'm washing my hands and, distancing myself from everybody like I normally was before. But, back to, last week, so I was like, every time when I did try to go to sleep, my body would say sleep, but my mind would say stay awake. So I'm constantly it feels like I'm hallucinating kind of sort of like that. So then I finally actually go down and go to sleep, and I pop back up, I have to go run to the bathroom, and it was just crazy, man. So I'm dealing with all of that. I was supposed to come back to work that Tuesday. No. I was also supposed to come back to work that Wednesday. But I didn't go. I called out because my stomach was in knots. So I eventually ended up going to urgent care and going to go get tested or go get looked at by one of the urgent care people. So I went in there, what I'm saying, and I'm not feeling anywhere near 100%. I'm like maybe like 40% at this point. So I go in there or whatever, and let me tell y'all, ladies and gentlemen, that COVID-19 test, that is the most uncomfortable, annoying shit you will ever have to deal with in your life. I would rather get a prostate exam than to get that. You know what I'm saying? So basically, I was explaining to them what was going on, and I was telling them I had a cough or shortness of breath. And the crazy thing about the whole shortness of breath thing, like most of the time I could take a deep breath. I could take a deep breath and I'd be cool. But every time I took a deep breath, I would get the urge to cough. You know what I'm saying? So I had shortness of breath, and I was telling them that I could barely talk. I was also telling them that I lost my taste, my sense of smell. Everything is all in the nasal. Same exact thing I just told y'all. I told them. So I was like, okay. So they gave me 2 tests. What they did was they gave me one for like a rapid COVID-19 test, which that one said I had. That one said it was negative. So I was like, phew, okay, well, I guess that's a relief. I ain't got to worry about that. Then they gave me one more before I left, and this was it's called a PCR confirmatory test. That's what it's called. Then that's the one that's more thorough to see if you really have COVID-19 or is it really negative. So I did that. That was a Wednesday. So then I went to work that Thursday. That Thursday at work was hell because I'm still trying to overcome this whole sickness thing. And at the time I had it, but I'm still trying to still try to truck through it, even though I had it. But I didn't want to alarm anybody if I did or didn't really have it. So I still isolated, still gave everybody 6 feet, supervisors all in my ear, and they not giving a damn about how you feeling. So that's a separate story by itself. But yeah, so I'm at work or whatever, still work through that day or whatever. Came home, still wasn't feeling right, but I still try to keep pushing through. So that Friday comes around, and I'm still, I'm still going through the whole COVID thing. So I'm pushing through that, and then that Friday comes around when my supervisor pulled me to the side and realized that I was doing a little bit too much coughing or whatever. So when I tell you how squirmy this man was, like it was so crazy. Like he practically kicked me out, right? So he kicks me out, right? It was time to go anyway. So I leave, I go to the store, get off, go to the store or whatever, pick up something to drink or whatever. And the next thing I get a call from the urgent care people, and they tell me it's confirmed I got COVID-19. So my supervisor calls me, they get a report going. They tell me just to stay home until, further notice or whatever. So, practically this is what I'm doing right now. All this took place last week. So as of a couple of days ago, they gave me some medicine, they gave me promethazine, they gave me some other stuff, not that purple stuff, but just to try to fight the infection off. And make a long story less long, I go through all of this, and yeah, man. So I start getting towards the very, very end of COVID-19. My smell and my taste and stuff came back. My moms and pops, they were cool about the whole entire thing, making sure I was all right, make sure I kept my fluids up, make sure I had some fruit, vitamin C, D, all that good stuff. You know what I mean? So eventually my taste and smell started coming back. I didn't have a fever, but the shortness of breath, that was gone. Like I said, I still have a light cough, a little nagging, little light cough, but it ain't nothing to be concerned about. But yeah, man, everything's starting to come back, starting to feel like my normal self again. And yeah, man, that's why I haven't been posting in a while. I haven't had the urge to even text anybody, talk to anybody. There's a few girls out there that I used to DM not on a daily, but every now and again, and they DM me. I ain't even text them back. You know what I'm saying? They probably feel some type of way. I don't really care. But yeah, man, that's what's been going on with me. So I apologize. I haven't been posting at all. I know I've been thinking about y'all. I haven't even been able to get the energy up to even post like an update and post it to my YouTube channel. The community post thing. So I haven't even had the energy to do that. So I was like, when I feel better and get back to myself, then I'm gonna go make a video, let everybody know what's going on. And yeah, man. So now y'all know. Everybody out there, still, please be safe. Make sure you mask up, put some gloves on if you got it. If not, make sure you wash your hands, keep your mask on, give people 6 feet, stay away from anything that could be potentially hazardous to your health, because you don't want to go through what I went through, and that shit is not fun. All right, that is not fun. I don't wish that on nobody. So please, everybody, stay safe. We're gonna pick this YouTube thing back up soon. As far as content, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have been paying attention though. I have been seeing a lot of things going on, but once I finally get my content together and figure out what I'm gonna do, I will be the first one to upload and post. So if you're still rocking with me, I greatly appreciate you, man. I'm feeling better. Shout out to everybody who come through on this video, maybe comment, telling me good wishes and, wishing me good well on my health and stuff like that. I appreciate y'all. And all the day ones, man, shout out to y'all if y'all still rocking with me. But yeah, I just want to let y'all know that's what's been going on with me. But I'm going to go and get up out of here, man. Make sure you hit the like button, comment, subscribe. I'm better. I feel better. Back to my normal self again. Yes, I got a PS5, so we will be bringing that to the channel. And yeah, man, I'm going to go and get up out of here, man. It's your boy Jay Divine, and I'm signing out. Peace.